So once again, good morning, dear students, youth, friends, and admirers of Swami Vivekananda. Today, in our life building classes, we'll discuss what, and it is hard work, diligence or hard work. We all think a lot about our career, about success in life, about the true joy of life. And in most cases, most of the people, it may be the average people of average merit, average success, average merit and average success. Just leave aside the matter of those who are totally unsuccessful people in their life, right? That they think that the work they are engaged in, if they can manage to escape it, they can just manage to not to do it but get the result, they would be the happiest person. Try to understand the try to understand the fun in it, right? We have witnessed a lot of movements all over the world and in our country and especially in Bengal, right? For hiking the salary, for giving the DA, and maybe for so many other reasons, reducing the just work time period for daily work. All these movements we have seen. Have we ever heard or seen that there was any movement anywhere in the country or in, I don't know, in the world? Uh, Maybe there are some countries where it happened. But in our country, we have never heard that any political party, any social service organizations, they are campaigning, they are or demanding rather that they should be allowed to do work, do more work, isn't it? Never it happened. Never it happened. Have we heard people say, have we ever heard people say that in his office, in her office, wherever they are going, maybe as teacher in schools, colleges, and universities, because I have been a teacher for the last 30 years or so, that is why I can tell it very clearly that I have seen or heard very few teachers in my entire life who has ever said that they could not do their work properly or do justice to the work they are doing. Okay, they should have done much more work. Very few. Very recently, I heard one of my brothers of Akhil Bharat Vivekananda Yuva Mahamandal, who is a teacher, who just lamented that the money he is getting, he was not able to deliver. And you may not believe, I am one of them who left his job because he felt that he was not doing justice to the money he was receiving, and he would do the work with less money and do more hard work, and that is why he joined another institution. I was that. You may be surprised, but it was a fact. It was a fact. But that I am not idealizing myself. I idolizing or idealizing also this. But it happened. That is I'm sharing. But this is the common phenomena, the disease, the country, the nation is suffering. That we are very lazy as a nation. We don't want to do any work, and especially the work which I have been allotted, the work which is in my part. In our during our mission stay, rather as boarders in that picnic, some of the boys were given some duty which they thought it was not proper according to their personality or one status, right? So they did not do the work. They did not or were reluctant to do the work. And the general manager of our hostel, those two guys, those two students who were not ready to perform their work given to them, they saw that general manager was doing their work, was cutting the woods, and someone was also given the duty of driving away the crows because they disturb a lot during picnics. The picnic was held inside our mission campus, and the boy who was given the duty of driving away the crows is a very great, you can say, is a just great follower of our scriptures, right? Of the teachings of the Gita and everything, where this calm karma has been upheld as the greatest of all karmas, alva. So he summarily rejected, and those two boys who were grumbling because they got that job of cutting the woods, when they saw that the GM, general manager himself, was doing that work for them, that one of them just started doing the work happily. There, that work without any further hesitation. So that boy was myself again. Uh, in our mission where we used to stay, we were also given fortnightly duties, and one of the most difficult tasks was cleaning the utensils of the temple. This is one. Another one might be that cleaning the drains, and we tried to escape these works. One day, a boy who refused to do his work of cleaning the utensils of the temple of the shrine, and it was daily work. So one evening, one early morning, he saw our Maharaj, one of our monks, who actually took care of the boys and took, you can say, note of the of who is doing his work and who is not. He saw that Maharaj was in the ghat and he was actually cleaning the utensils. The boy just hurriedly just wore his dhoti and then kurta and came running and took the utensils from Maharaj, and from that day onwards he did his job with just with all joy and comfort. And this is the thing, that the work which we don't like becomes important, becomes very much enjoyable when it is done by some others whom we think they never do it. Like someone who came to meet Pandit Ishwachandra Vidyasagar, so he saw the gardener in front of his house doing some garden work, and he then inquired if Vidyasagar was there in just in the house, and the gardener, without talking much, he asked that gentleman, the visitor, to go and just sit on the chair just placed on the corridor. The man went, now waited for a long time, and then he shouted, "Oh, hello man, I said Vidyasagar is inside the house. Then where is he? Why is not yet? Please go and tell him. So after again he asked him to wait, and after some time he went inside the house, cleaning his hands. Uh, he came and sat in front of him and said, "What do you want to say?" It's not you that I want to talk. It's Pandit Ishwarchandra Vidyasagar. So very calmly, Vidyasagar told him that he himself was Vidyasagar. So we cannot imagine that Pandit Vishwachandra Vidyasagar, or particularly that person, one of the, I think that greatest scholars India has got ever, he could do such work as gardening or sweeping. We know we saw Swami Vivekananda sweeping the temple corridor. And when a brahmachari, who are generally considered sweeping or cleaning the corridors or the house, just is just beneath their dignity, rather, isn't it? So when they saw that Swami Vivekananda, then very sick also, suffering from some ailments, he was cleaning, he was sweeping, requested to give him the broom. And why in spite of them or him being there, Swamiji would do the work. Swamiji replied, my boy, see many students and youths, they come to meet me and they sit here on that temple corridor. If it remains dirty, unclean, then there are many germs which may affect them. So it should be kept clean and tidy. And once before, I think just maybe in an informal talk, he was actually Swami Vivekananda was just telling it to some of the visitors that if his brother disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, those who have become member of that 12 all renouncing monks, the bachelor or that brahmachari, disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, and he said that if they would ask him to clean the drain of the ashram, of the mud, he would do it all his life with joy, without any grudge. So all work is equally important, and your own work, whatever it may be, we don't like it to do. As teachers, I have heard many teachers say this, that marking the papers is the toughest thing. Though I answered, yes, definitely it is one of the toughest job, marking the answer papers. But when I think that I don't dislike the money which is given to me as salary, and I want it, and I crave that more money should be given. So long as that feeling is there, I cannot say that this is the uh, most boring job, isn't it? It is not the work that we do, but it is the work, it is the way that we do the work. So Swami Vivekananda has said that isn't it? Any person can do the work of own choice, what he likes, do the work what he likes. But he is the most intelligent among all humans who can make any work after his own choice, who can actually transform any work as his choicest work. So this is the mentality, and the greatest way of achieving true success in life, achieving an accomplished life, right? Having that kind of feeling of a king, right? King or maybe the prime minister. I do not know if they are really happy with whether a prime minister or chief minister or a district magistrate or collector, or a great business tycoon, right? Industrial. Many of them are really happy in life. I have a lot of doubt, right? But think of the rich puller who does his work, or the daily wager who does his work very sincerely without any grudge. The farmers who do their work, right, sincerely with all devotion and dedication. You see the kind of peaceful and happy life they lead without any problem, without any disease, right? Without any problem of pressure or sugar or insomnia, sleeplessness, and all these kind of just lifestyle diseases. You can say urban life diseases, corporate life problems. They never suffer from. They never learned also, have heard about it also. How is it happening that they do their own share of work with equal importance, with that spirit which is done perhaps the best or the holiest priest in the temple. Priests also are not always happy with their work, or they are not sincere about their work, or their motive is different. With a difference they do their work, isn't it? If you don't give them enough money, isn't it, as a gift, uh, they will not say the mantras in whatever language it may be, in whatever place of worship it may be, in whatever place of worship it may be. They may not be that happy, or they may not even allow you to have a look of that image of that particular temple. I once went to Tarakeshwar, right, along with my relatives, my family members, and when I I tried to just enter into that Garbhagriha, where that stone symbol or image of Lord Shiva is there. So the priest standing in front of the gate demanded some money, right? Dakshina, right? You can say. So all other people, all my family members, they paid something, but I refused, and they did not allow me. So I thought that okay, Shiva is unfortunate that he could not see me. I left that place, okay, immediately, and this is the thing. Can you believe that these priests in the temple, they are doing justice to the work they have been allotted? Those priests, those upholders of religion, of our, you can say some scholars, right? Do they do their work properly? So nowadays we have to think differently. Think if a farmer does his work very honestly, sincerely, and just without any kind of negligence, okay, then the comparison should be different. that work like the farmer, not like the priest, who is just all the time just looking at the donation box or his wallet, whether it is becoming larger and larger, right? That wallet. So, and on the other hand, the farmer or the worker, maybe in a factory, when they are doing their work, if they must be thinking that growing crop or product produces in the factory is necessary, and he must do it with all sincerity and hard work, because his work is going to feed the entire nation and the entire world also. So if that spirit is there and not the money he will receive, it may be very small amount definitely. Then I think that the ideal will be the farmer. We should work with the spirit of the farmer, or that devoted just daily wage or the factory worker. Anyway, just leaving apart these things, one thing we must keep in mind, that doing consistent work, hard work, is not enough, because there are many people, they do a lot of work for the whole day but never completes maybe a single work, but they are very busy, always very busy, right? Running maybe pillar to post, or from one end to another end of the world, but they are not doing any work completely. They are not producing a result, any positive result. So this aimless hard work is, or sometimes maybe, I'm just saying, this aimless hard work without completing even one is no better than someone who is doing no work, and maybe sometimes more frustrating, right, than those who don't do any work. So we have to be careful. What we must do work intelligently. And what is the greatest of all intelligence or intelligent considerations while doing any work? That with minimum input we will get the maximum output. With minimum input we will get the maximum output. That example is that we are doing the work mentally also. We are praying to God. Maybe those who believe in God, they pray to God, keep me happy, keep all the wealth of the world, keep my children in good health, and please see God, if they are not good in study or not doing good results also, they get the best jobs in the world. So all such kind of selfish prayers we do to God, and God perhaps does not listen to you, or if he listens to you also, he first attends those prayers, rather who is praying for the good of the whole world, for the may all live in peace and happiness. When you are praying like that, you are doing the same mental work, like those millions and millions who always pray for their own good, for the good of their own children, rewards, right, or rewards to God. They are doing the same mental level. But when you are praying for the good of all, you are actually doing the simplest work, the least work, fine, but producing the greatest result, because God becomes happier. I'm just saying, that if God is a really very great person, very good person, then he must be happy that you are praying for the good of all. So your prayer will be attended first and with utmost priority. And then when you are praying for the good of all, you are also included just among within that all, isn't it? So all the if all the world so wealth of the world is given to you, right? Because of your prayer, because of your hard work you are doing, that I only be richer, I will get more money, I will get more honor, right? Can you I'm just saying, enjoy it? Can you just alone all your life? Never, never you can. So why people like just or they are fond of God? Because God never asked back anything in return. And that is why without seeing him also millions and millions of people, there are billions of people without seeing, without knowing anything about him, they love him, they respect him, and they follow that God, isn't it? So you see the works of great persons, great souls like Acharya Shankar, the great Buddha, Jesus Christ, or Swami Vivekananda, Bhagavan Sri Chaitanya. You see, they had a very short span of life, especially if you think of Jesus Christ or Buddha or Swami Vivekananda. But the work they did within short span of life, they always did each and every work considering the greatest good of the entire world. And they did intense work. They did that work which is good for all. Never they did anything thinking about their own benefit. And that is why the greatest work done for the benefit of the greatest number of human beings produce the everlasting result. And as a result, what we see Christ or Buddha or Vivekananda or Shankara, they are respected, they are remembered, okay, thousands of years after they are no longer on this world, their physical world. So, do hard work, do intelligence, complete it, and when you complete work, you can taste the fruit of success, and you can also celebrate like scoring a century or taking 5 wickets. You can celebrate your small piece of work, just like the scientist who has become successful and sending a rocket to the Mars. So this is the secret of hard work. Hard work done with utmost concentration or staying with focus and sincerity. Actually, what does it? It has a very, you can say, uh, wonderful effect. Even it makes you more and more self-intelligence, right? And better human being. Okay, so do your work, never neglect it, complete the work. This is the secret. Set a target, make a timetable daily, make a priority list, and go on doing them with uh, success. And then you will see the glory of living even a simple life and doing a very, you can say, ordinary work all your life will also give you the feeling which perhaps the best paid worker or employee or someone in a high position they could never achieve. So all the best once again. Thank you.